Awesome. Hello, everybody. Great to see you on a Tuesday as usual.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going?
On that note, it is 2:01, so I think we can begin. Jen, if you want to just give a little update as you always do to start off these Tuesdays.
Yeah, so there is a lot currently in motion. We have a couple of ecosystem spaces coming up throughout this week and next week. We started implementing a new scheduling system with the folks that are onboarding onto our ecosystem. So that's really, really exciting for us to have a little bit more of an efficient system in place, especially because we want to start doing more of these spaces more often. So expect to see a ton of Twitter spaces from EverRise, co-hosted with a couple other folks as you go throughout the week. Wasso and I, ironically, so Wasso's doing a chain link event in New York with the Phantom Foundation on the 10th, and I am actually doing a Chainlink event on the 10th as well, but in LA, and it's also an in-person event, and I'll be speaking on the panel. So we have, I mean, there's just a lot happening, obviously last week, gosh, I can't believe it feels like a week ago. It feels like a bit longer. We had a pretty big announcement with regards to us starting to raise a round. So we're essentially wrapping up the prep stages of that and gearing up to start pitching nonstop, which is really, really exciting. So Wasso and I have been spending quite a bit of time together and will continue to do so over the next, several months as we put together our seed round. In terms of other updates, I mean, honestly, TJ, those are the things that came off the top of my head. So I don't know if I have anything else for you, to be
All
really
right, well,
honest.
I'll take that. I'm sure we'll have some questions today that we'll dig in a little bit deeper on some certain topics. But on that note, I don't see any requests to speak, so if you do have questions, now is the time to raise your hand.
And if anyone in Discord or YouTube is watching along and doesn't feel like coming up, please just type your questions into the comment section or the AMA channel on Discord, and I'll keep an eye on those too.
Perfect. Still no requests that I'm seeing on my end. That's the problem with being too transparent. Spaces every single day and always being in front of your community. People have their questions answered.
I'm looking forward to meeting Wasso though on Tuesday. I'm in the New York City area, so I'll be stopping in on that Chainlink Phantom event. I'm excited to see what he's got planned for us.
That's so cool. I love that. I love how the team is slowly meeting each other. First, we have Wasso and Jen meeting in Miami. Now we're going to have Peter meeting Wasso in New York. And I think we have to all just get together, guys, and book an Airbnb somewhere and work in the same room for once. But on that note, we do have Joey who popped up. Perfect. We'll go to Joey first, and then we'll head over to YouTube. Hey, Joey.
Hey, GM. I
Yeah.
think I thought of a way to enhance rewards for stakers.
Yeah.
Shoot.
The staking pool of EverRise token
Joey, your connection is a little funny. I'm
should
not
stake
hearing.
our liquid P get an IOM. Okay, I'll move to a new spot. Is this better?
I think so.
It's like, yeah, so what if you can
No
hear me now?
worries.
Is that
Yep.
better?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
much better.
Yeah, if you take the pool of staked EverRise and stake that with the liquidity, since that belongs to the community as well, and actually stake those on like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, we could actually get a further portion of the volume on those exchanges and from all of the dApps, and you can roll those rewards back to the community since it's our LP anyways.
Are you saying to take certain holdings that are controlled on the liquidity pools and restake them via Uniswap and PancakeSwap?
Yeah, and it's kind of a perfect, like you wouldn't even have to worry about impermanent loss because you actually have the buyback kind of like stabilizing the price. It'd be basically like a volume-based money printing machine. And since you're, like I said, if you're using the community's LP anyways, and the rewards all go to the community, it should be no issue.
Yeah, I'll take this one first. The question whether to earn passive income on EverRise liquidity that isn't really going anywhere has always been sort of in the background. I'm sure that someone from the dev team is listening under a burner, so they'll certainly take it under account. And I haven't actually been able to take a look at the regulatory impact of it yet, but it's certainly an interesting idea. And people think about what to do with money that's sitting there, not earning any income at any time. So thanks for the suggestion, Joey.
Yeah, because it's basically like if anybody were to stake liquidity, they get a portion of the fees that you pay PancakeSwap or Uniswap anyways. So if it's just going back into the ecosystem and rewarding the holders with that LP, I don't think there should be like a regulatory issue. Maybe the buyback would become an issue since it can be seen as controlling the price. But if that's an issue, then we probably shouldn't stake LP.
Could be. I mean, candidly, when people are worried about regulation, they're not worried about any specific regulation on point because usually there isn't any. So it's a question of digging into odd case law and precedents that we as DeFi enthusiasts know that they're very different, but it's a question of wondering whether any particular court might not see them as different. So one does have to be careful about that stuff, but it's certainly something the team will take a look at.
Yeah, I actually just dropped a note to the dev team to see what they think about that and how it would work. So thank you for sharing. Jason, did you have a question on YouTube for us? Also, I think another thing that I just want to point out is depending on how much you're staking, right, you could potentially get a different NFT type with a different animal, and that will eventually translate over into a different achievement NFT, which is pretty cool. So if you're looking to try to collect them all, it might make sense to have separate stakes.
Yeah, so the people on YouTube, if you didn't hear that, again, if you are looking to restake, you're paying a mint fee when you restake. If you extend or add or increase the amount on an existing stake, you're not paying the same amount of gas. You're just essentially adding an amount, so it works out a lot cheaper. But again, you are trading off by resetting your term. So yeah, I do mute myself because for some reason the sound from my headphones is so loud, and I haven't worked out to sort it out. So once I'm able to sort that out, I'll remain unmuted on YouTube. So thank you for reminding me, guys.
Awesome. I'm bringing up Seema. And just a reminder, folks, if you do have a question, please raise your hand and we'll get to them in order. Hey, Seema.
Hey TJ, how's it going, bro?
Very well, my friend. How are you doing?
Very well, always. I see
Glad
that
to hear it.
everything is, again, up to date. Everything is working smoothly and perfectly.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, I just have to say that I really like this casual AMAs more than those AMAs when there is some kind of announcement or something like that. These are like casual, we can speak whatever we want to about. And when there is some announcement or something, then we are strongly professional. So this is much better for me, this kind of AMAs.
Are you saying you don't want any more serious AMAs with announcements?
No, I want serious AMAs with announcements, but this goes with the flow more. It's better.
Yeah.
It's
Look,
more relaxed, you know.
I totally agree with you. I was just making a joke.
So,
But
TJ, I have one question. I know
Absolutely.
that we have the percentage of Rise that is stake. We have that amount. We know what is the amount of staked Rise. But do we have the amount of tokens staked, average amount of tokens staked per user? Do we have that maybe?
Average per user. I don't have
Average per user, yeah.
numbers, but I'm sure we must have that somewhere.
I mean, it's all of the information's on the blockchain. I think it's just a matter of us pulling it together. I'm actually taking a look at the stats page right now and seeing if that's something that I can
Let me,
calculate.
as you're doing that, Jen, let me give a plug for the Discord as usual. There's a lot of record keeping in the Discord, a lot of very solid blockchain research. So if you're not in the EverRise Discord, go poke around there and ask who's got the stats, and I bet you will find your answer.
I am on Discord, and I have to say that the best discussions are on Discord. Way better than on Telegram.
They certainly are more
Ooh,
in detailed.
shots
Very,
fired.
very.
Shots fired.
Look, what
Yeah,
I will say,
Shots fired, that's it.
because I also originated from the EverRise Discord, I think just the nature of how Discord's set up with all the different channels, it's a lot easier to have, more in-depth conversations because there's different channels that are designated for different things. Whereas Telegram, we obviously have multiple Telegram groups, but the main group is just it's like one super long channel. And sometimes it could be really hard to track conversations. But, some people prefer the more fast-paced conversations, I will say. But let's see if we can find that information on Discord, because I'm looking at the stats page and I'm not seeing what I would need to see.
Yeah, if you find it, it's okay. If you don't find it, it's okay anyway. So don't worry about it.
What
As
I
always.
can tell you is that, our staking numbers are, I think they're great. We have 58.5% of the total supply staked for an average of 22 months, which is incredible. And
TJ, we can talk about what else was incredible as well. Last night, we had the that whale sell-off, and the community bought the dip.
they did.
How crazy was that?
That was awesome to see. And, I think it just speaks to people believe in, the technology being developed at EverRise, and they believe in the future of this company and, where we're headed and our vision as a team. We want to protect DeFi. We want to build infrastructure to keep everything in DeFi. Our native coin swap is a pinnacle of that in itself. You want to swap BNB to Ethereum? In DeFi, that's not easy to do, to go from BEP20 to go to ERC. So
The volume certainly helped feed the Kraken.
absolutely. It's a Kraken feeder without a doubt. And, with that said, people believe, and we're just going to continue building and developing. And I think that's all you can ask from us, and we promise we won't let you down.
Absolutely.
We're here for the global adoption of DeFi, and we won't stop until that 5% turns into 100%. 5% of the world invested. I should probably preface that.
I was going to be like, what 5% figure are you talking about?
We mentioned it so much that it kind of just rolls off my tongue, but sometimes I forget that I kind of need to take a step back and add some context there. So that was the context. But Seema, thank you so much for your question, my friend. Appreciate it. Next, I'm going to bring up NDA.
While we wait for NDA to come up, something that you just said kind of jogged my brain a little bit. And I think I just lost it. That
Get
I
that
think
brain
my
jogging, Jen. Get
brain
that
was
brain
like
jogging.
super jogged, and then I'm like, I
You can
think I
tell
just
how
lost my thought.
many things that Jen's got going on in her head right now, can't you?
Just like,
Just waiting for it to come back again. Hang
yeah,
on a
I'm just
minute.
waiting. If I stick my pen here, maybe I can channel it back. But we can circle back to me. If I remember it, I'll jot it down and we can talk about it.
Awesome. I'm sure it's going to pop up mid-conversation. Jen,
hello,
I asked if we
NDA.
are in conversation, take that pen in your hand and write down that thought.
You got it, TJ.
I love it. Hey, NDA, how are you?
We're cool. How about I don't know if it would be a question or more of an idea. Any idea of maybe doing the token listings on the swap being added to the NFT stakes?
Oh, like if someone lists on EverSwap, they'd be able to like leverage our staking protocol.
Right, or just having other tokens in general jumping on to the staking protocol.
So it's funny that you mentioned this. This is definitely something that we've kind of talked about internally, but I think where the team ultimately landed, and obviously this can always change in the future, but we are really enamored with our staking. I think it's really brilliant the way the whole ecosystem feeds itself and how like our tokenomics supports this staking system and how our token also supports these dApps. And I think for us, the reason why and how our staking currently works, it works because we do have the liquidity reserve and the buyback function rewarding stakers. I think one, to make it available for B2B for other protocols to utilize it, there's probably going to be some retooling that would have to be done. But two, kind of where we stand right now, it's like our staking system is so unique. Like it's not something that we're looking to give away or sell yet. You know what I mean? I think for us, it's kind of like one of the things that sets us apart. And I don't know if we're fully ready to make it available for other protocols, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
The
we
way I
don't
see
want to.
it,
We don't want to see.
That came up in my head last night.
I just want to add on to what Jen said there. The staking that we've created from the ground up is, in my opinion, the best staking in DeFi, and it really sets EverRise apart from other protocols with simple staking. And if we were to go ahead and allow other projects to use the NFT staking lab for their own, it would kind of blend in, and I don't think that it would get the attention that it deserves in terms of EverRise having it exclusively to ourselves. Because at the end of the day, the V3 smart contract is not a fork. It is an absolute monstrosity of code that works together and through multiple blockchains and feeds our staking lab. And it truly is something that sets EverRise apart. And staking is such a big thing in DeFi. So, from a team point of view and as a project, it's important to have those those things in place that do set you apart, and the NFT staking lab is definitely one of those. And I think for the time being, definitely exclusive to EverRise.
Yeah, and there'd be a lot of like even if we
see if I can get a.
Can you hear me, NDA?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Jason,
you're a little robotic, Jay. I see your face there. Someone's gonna screenshot that for sure.
Here, I'll do it. Oh, I missed it. I did not get there fast enough. NDA, I'm so sorry. Do you want to finish your point?
I'm up in my head last night out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, maybe that could be a hint toward the mystery team. So to speak.
NDA, I lost you after you said so.
No, but what I will say is no hints.
I was.
No hints for the 9th dApp. Not yet. You're not going to get them out of us.
Is this better, guys?
You've tried, and you've tried.
Is this better, guys?
And you
No.
No, Jason, you're still sounding like a robot.
Jason, your Jason Rise account is connected to the space. What if you spoke through that one instead? Would that work, or would that throw everything off? I don't know. No. Oh. Darn.
He's like, I don't trust it. Twitter Spaces is gonna rug me.
Yeah, I can't trust Twitter Space. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Twitter Spaces needs Everome. But
if I speak through that account, then the audio will be out of sync on YouTube.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got it.
Well, NDA, thank you very much for your question, my friend. Appreciate it. Your comment. Again, we're always open to comments, suggestions, ideas from the community. You know, that's why we host community spaces every day. That's why we do these AMAs. You know, we're a team of 14 people, but we have a community of 50,000. And I guarantee you there are community members that have brilliant ideas that we will be able to execute on at EverRise. So if you ever do have an idea, please don't be shy. We're here to listen always. Nrovo, I brought you up, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, it's just on Twitter Spaces that my sound's not very good, guys.
Nrovo, you might have to unmute in the bottom left-hand corner.
I can ask a question from Discord while Nrovo figures it out. I have a couple, actually. One is from JAJA. Haha. Has there been any thought of having a portion, example 25% of the Krakens botted, to arbitrage between native coins and stable coins? So that's kind of similar to Joey's suggestion, which is sort of making idle funds work for EverRise. The answer is kind of the same. It's an interesting idea and it might work. We need to be extremely cautious, however, before we kind of deploy reserve liquidity pools for any purpose other than actual liquidity. Like in some cases, like, you know, if you recall way back in the day, Guard would talk about the similarities between the Krakens as reserve liquidity pools and the reserve deposit system, which managed to stabilize the English banking industry in the late 18th century. So in some cases, it's good to have funds that are not working and to just sit there to be stable to make sure that the asset is collateralized and secure. Going forward, as EverRise achieves its goal of being widely adopted across several blockchains, several more than we currently exist upon, those kinds of things would be perhaps more attractive. But for the time being, I think, you know, the focus is on promoting liquidity and stability and development, and we can work out those kinds of mathematical questions later if they're appealing to the development team.
Yeah, and I think like the only other thing I'll add in, Peter, is like the way our reserve liquidity pool is designed, and I think in how it's held within our smart contract, it's actually not meant to do anything other than do the buyback protocol. So I'm not even sure from a technical perspective we would be able to like immediately pull that off without removing the reserve liquidity pool from the smart contract itself.
Thanks, Jen. Nrovo, are you ready to go?
Yeah. I'm actually sorry. I didn't actually request, so I have no idea how I got up here. So.
Well, hello.
You just wanted to say hi. You wanted to come up and say hi to everyone.
Yeah, it could be that. I haven't spoken to you guys for a long time. How's everyone doing?
It's great to see you, Nrovo.
Good to see you, my man.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome.
I've been listening in the background. I only ask questions if I have any. You guys are doing a good job.
Well, if you do have any questions arise, feel free to request and we'll bring you right up.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Awesome. Thanks, Nrovo. You have a great day.
Hey, you too. Hi to everyone as well, EverRise community. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Lord TJ. Hi, Peter. Hi, Whitefish. I love your songs. Hi, Jason. Oh, Crypto Dev is here. Hi, Crypto Dev. And hi to everyone else. Anyone I've mentioned. Hi, Mr. Jason 13 and Danny K. I'm just mentioning random people.
I love it. I love it. Everyone deserves a call out.
All right, man. All right, guys, take care. I'll be listening.
Sounds great, Nrovo. Thank you so much for popping up. Hey, FOMO, how are you? FOMO, you might need to unmute your mic on the bottom left-hand corner.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Doing very well. How are you?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm working on my English. The last time I talked to you, it was a few weeks ago, I think. I'm a very, very big fan of the EverRise family. I love everything what you're doing, guys. I have just one question. Um, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, everybody. TJ, I like your voice. It's very, very, very cool. I started to invest in EverRise last year, very early, and I'm just waiting for this NFTs to claim. You know, I want to my stakes. I tried my first stakes was about 3 or 4 months, and I would love to restake them for 36 months or 2 years, but I don't want to miss this NFTs. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my
absolutely.
that's my that's just what I want to know. When can I don't want to restake them before I want to have this NFTs.
Yeah. So what I will say
Yes,
is
please.
one, thank you for your patience because I
Thank you.
know, you among a lot of other community members are also waiting for the achievement
Yes,
NFTs to be claimable. We are
yeah,
getting very, very close. Like
that's
I'm
cool.
looking,
Yes,
yeah,
I wait for
like
this, and I would love to restake them for 36 months. But I have these OG things from I started with the V1 to V2, you know,
Mhm.
and
yeah.
then that's my only thing. I love this community. I love everybody. I love to hear and listen and learn from all of you. That's a perfect thing. I'm so happy to be in this EverRise community. That's unbelievable
I
what you're
love
And
doing.
that.
we're happy
Really.
to have you. So thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, I
But
thank you. Really, believe me. In 2 or 3 years, we will everywhere. We will smile like the apes. You know, they sell apes. I don't want to talk about anything NFTs, but I really believe
Certainly not the bored
in you.
apes. They don't smile, do they?
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Take care. That's all what I want to say here. Yeah.
FOMO, I do
thanks,
want to give
FOMO.
that a little bit of light before you step down. One thing that we're
Yeah.
proud of is this community and the way
Yeah.
that this community is so inclusive that
Mhm.
someone can join the Rise family today and
Mhm.
feel like family tomorrow. And
Yeah.
that's a very rare thing in the space, and that speaks to the caliber of our holders in our community. This community is extremely mature,
Mhm.
inclusive, as I said,
Mhm.
smart, and they just love to educate. And you combine all that in one, and that's a very rare thing to find
You
in,
know,
in space.
excuse me, I want to say something. I started in cryptocurrency a few years ago with XRP and Doge, and I had lucky punches and not, and that's something else. Everrise is really, I never. I'm learning. I didn't know what DeFi is. I'm listening to Jen's talkings. I'm looking to that. That is unbelievable. Like studying, That's we are very happy. The people they will know this in a few months or maybe in 1 year. Wow, we are very, very, very early in this stuff, and I'm proud. I'm just a holder, I don't. Therefore, I don't want to restake, and I don't. I want to hold. A hold is my life. Day trading is not my life. In some other currencies, maybe I do this, but in Everrise, I will hold, and I would love to 36 months, maybe. I mentioned this 6 months, 7 months ago. I said I will hold this Everrise for my daughter. 10 years, 15 years. I have a daughter. She's 2 years old now.
Oh,
Yeah. And my dream is when I say, "Hey, baby, I had some Everrise when you were born, and I'm holding this. And when you're 18, I will give this to you as a gift."
I
I
love that.
love that.
Yeah,
Like
really.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Thank you, really. And I'm practicing on my English, and next time I will talk better to you. Okay. Thank you
Your
very much for
English is
everything what you're doing.
fantastic. Your
Huh?
English is great. Just so
Take
you
take
know.
care of you. All right, babe. Thank you. Thank you for everything what you're doing.
Thank you, FOMO. Appreciate you coming up, my friend.
Bye. All right. Bye bye, guys.
Bye,
Take
Captain.
Again, bye bye.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
That was so nice to hear. That was really heartwarming. Thanks, FOMO. I don't see any other requests at the moment. Do we have any questions on YouTube and or Discord? Peter
I
and
do, I do see a question on Discord that is asking if there are other notable marketing campaigns or efforts taking place that the community may not be privy to. So, what I'll say with this, and it's really funny, I was briefing the entire team this week kind of on the direction for marketing over the next couple of months. Obviously, I'm very aware the market instability right now. And I know over the past several months, like I would say probably since maybe January or February, we've been trying to reduce paid marketing spend just because we're not seeing the results that we want to see from, the backlinking data in terms of like click-through rates on paid banner ads. Obviously, we've had some of our ambassadors, posting content and regular updates and like looking at doing some campaigns with them. But even that is, it's not, it brings awareness to the project, but like I'm not seeing the awareness come in necessarily like super tangible ways beyond, more traffic to our website. Our Twitter following's growing pretty significantly. And now that we are doing this raise and kind of where our team's focus and efforts are going to be, like obviously for us right now, the big three priorities are really development, this seed round, and making sure that everything is going well. We're getting our pitches, we're getting our term sheets, all of that stuff. That's in itself, raising around is incredibly involved and taxing on a team. So it's like we have development, we have the seed round, and we have sales. And that's kind of where we're putting a lot of our effort and focus on. Like I said, when we announced this last week, we're an incredibly small team. But what we are going to do is we're going to be doing a lot of like cross collaboration with folks that are coming onto our ecosystem. If you're tracking our Twitter at all, and I feel like I mention this every Friday, we're running quite a few NFT stake giveaways. Currently in full swing is the EverSwap game, which we have several projects that are onboarded onto EverSwap participating in. So we're going to continue to be rolling out campaigns like that while simultaneously really putting a lot of focus on development, sales, and this fundraising round. That's where our team needs to be right now, and that's how we're choosing to kind of divvy up our efforts and where we put our focus. And it's probably going to be like that until we close the round. So I just wanted to give you guys like a little bit of peek and insight into how we're sort of operating on the back end, especially as it comes with regards to marketing. I mentioned at the beginning of this AMA, like Waso's speaking at a Chainlink event in New York with the Phantom Foundation. I'm doing one in LA. We're constantly looking for more in-person opportunities because like really that's kind of the audience that we need to be attracting right now. And like I've been doing a lot of podcasts, a lot of like interviews, ecosystem overviews with various influencers or programs. So we're going to keep doing all of that stuff. So I hope that gives like a little bit more insight into what's happening behind the scenes from a marketing perspective, if that makes sense.
Well said, Jen. I'm glad you spoke about that. If anyone has questions about that or the round, please feel free to request. We did bring up Maverick, so Jason, I'm going to ask you to please remove your headphones. If you have not, you have been warned. Maverick?
TJ, Jason, Jen, Peter.
I love it. Oh, it gets better every
It's
time.
so good. It's so good.
Yes.
I love that intro too. That music buildup was pretty pretty phenomenal.
Listen, that is an opening that deserves an introduction. I'll tell you that. Mav, how are you today, my friend?
How are you guys? Happy Tuesday. How is the best team in DeFi doing?
Hey, Mav.
We are great. How are you?
Is anyone else getting
I am great.
Is anyone else getting any popping noise coming from the spaces at all?
It's coming from you, Jason.
But I haven't been speaking.
The only time I hear a popping noise is when you do speak. Everything else is clean.
Well, I'm hearing it when everyone else speaks, but okay, fine. Spaces is
Well,
having those days.
Jason, I hope your mic is fine because I got a question for you, buddy.
Okay, go ahead.
Lay it on him.
Yeah. First of all, man, you said hi to me. It's been a while. It was a long, long time ago when you said, Maverick, you always lighten my day. And now you just ignore me every time I'm on here. I was hoping one day I'll come to the UK and we can have some tea and biscuits, good sir. Is that still going to happen?
You're always welcome to meet me in my shed for tea and biscuits, dude. There's space just on the other side.
And hey, how was your mini vacation?
Yeah, it was good. Went to the beach and just there was a pool there, but it was too cold to go in the pool. Got ice cream, fish and chips by the beach, and basically just relaxed for a day. And then yeah, it was nice to kind of switch off. Didn't have to kind of think too much, and it's important that you have days like that where you can kind of relax and unwind, because it can get a bit consuming otherwise. But thank you for asking.
Man, I honestly don't hear anything, but I hope it's a good answer. I don't hear Jason.
Not at all?
That's so weird.
No, nothing.
I can recap it for you. He had a very
Okay, hey Jen, how are you?
Hey Mav, I'm doing good. But let me recap what Jason said. Jason, hopefully I don't miss any points, but Jason had a very, very lovely weekend. He spent a good chunk of time on the beach with his friends and family, and it was really nice having a little bit of a break. And it's important that we're spending time with our loved ones, because sometimes we get so engrossed in our work that it's easy to forget that taking time to do a little bit of self-care is actually really important, just like in one overall happiness, but two, actually overall productivity. Like if you're working all the time, you actually become less productive over time, versus if you take breaks and, take time to recharge, enter into the week newly refreshed. So that was more or less what Jason was saying.
Jason said all that. What?
Jen,
yeah. Oh no.
Jen can talk for me whenever she wants. It's fine.
Jen can talk for me too.
Oh no.
Mav,
hey, I want to give a shout out to FOMO. Hey FOMO, first of all, I love Turkey, and man, your English is really good. It's better than mine. Please come up and speak whenever you want to, man. You should come up every day and do it. And one more thing is, he is the one who did the 100 EverRise hashtag challenge. He put hashtag EverRise 100 times. I want to give a big shout out for that, dude. That was pretty cool to see.
Big shout out. Thank you, FOMO. That's awesome. Awesome. And, with that said, Mav, I would also like to shout out the rest of the community as well right now, because we see we see what you're doing. We see your hashtags. I am on my laptop on Twitter, refreshing the notifications for 12 hours a day straight, pretty much. I see everything. So, if you think that you're putting hashtag EverRise, $rise, tagging us, and we're not seeing it, I promise you we're seeing it. And, it's paying off. You see the graphs that come out. Our social activity is always in the top 10, which is amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, Risers. We couldn't do this without you. Honestly, we can't. It's one thing to build an ecosystem and have great dApps, but if no one talks about them and no one uses them, they're just sitting on a server. And, a lot of the content that, we do see from Risers is educational. And I can't tell you how many doors have opened because of a community member's tweet. And you may not even know it. And that's the power of Twitter. So if you think that you're just one voice, you're not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many followers you got. You could have 20 followers, but like honestly, just retweeting, commenting, adding to that engagement gets more eyes on the posts. And you know, the analytics don't lie, TJ, do they?
Hello?
The analytics do not lie.
Oh,
Similar to
I'm
the
talking
blockchain.
now again.
Hey, FOMO.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maverick, brother.
FOMO
Hey,
from
what's
Turkey.
up? I love you all. Thank you very much. That's all what I want to say. Okay, that's enough. I'm a very, 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 very lover of EverRise. Everybody, I love EverRise. EverRise. That's
Thank
all
you,
what I was.
FOMO.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.
We love you. We love you too, FOMO. Like
Thank
I
you.
say, I have a family, and then I have my EverRise
All right,
family.
Maverick, I will contact you. Okay, we will talk in another way, and then we will find another way. And my English, you can practice my English then. All right, guys.
All right, man, for sure. You got it.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
I can't wipe the smile off my face. I'm trying. And
Thank you. I love smiling. I love everyone
Me
of
too.
EverRise family. All right, that's all what I want to say. Bye.
Thanks,
care.
FOMO. Appreciate it.
Safe
Dude,
meeting
so
up
I'm
in
learning
the,
Spanish, and now I'll be. What language do you speak in Turkey? Turkish?
I believe so.
Yeah, Turkish.
Well, I'm learning Spanish, and I'll be learning Turkish. That is cool. I like that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I speak German, Turkish, and a little bit of English now.
Very good.
Well, your English.
Hey, how is my German accent? Can I do my German accent real quick?
Speak in
Hey,
German.
I would like to get a haircut, David. Where can I get a haircut?
Okay, sind hier irgendwelche Deutsche, die Deutsch sprechen? Any German? I miss the German people here in this space. Really?
Ich liebe dich, EverRise.
There's a lot of them.
No.
There's a lot of German people in crypto.
Okay, can we see the German people, please?
Well, if you're German, feel free to request and come
Oh,
up.
Peter wants to speak.
Willkommen in Deutschland. Ich liebe dich, EverRise.
Hallo, Peter.
Hello.
Wie geht's?
That's the best I can do. That's the end of my abilities.
And that's all. Okay. Just
Dankeschön.
Peter, not Peter, just Peter. All right. I love you. You're unbelievable.
We've got TJ, one for you on YouTube regarding saying they can't wait for the Mystery D app.
Why is this for me? May I ask?
Because you're the one that
They know you're gonna crash.
They always go to you when it comes to that, man. Yeah. Are you talking, TJ?
My answer will not change. It will remain maybe until the 9th DApp is out. Jason did give a quote about the 9th DApp, and that's the most information that we have to date, unfortunately. But I can tell you that it will be well worth the wait, and everybody needs to use it. There it is. I said it, and we're going to leave it at that. Hopefully.
If you don't use it, you are stupid.
Oh, Mav, we have Simran requesting.
Oh, Simran is here? Oh my, okay, perfect timing.
DJ, Jason, Jen, Peter, Maverick.
Let's go.
Simran!
Oh my god.
Hello, Simran.
Hey, Simran, how are you?
What's up?
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing
Doing
awesome.
really, really well.
My face is going to hurt after this spaces because I haven't been able to wipe this smile off my face from this amazing community we have here. My God. And I'm on video, so there's proof.
You know what they say? Laughter is the best medicine.
Sure is, Simran. How are you? How's your day?
My day is going good.
Awesome. Did you have a question for us today, or did you want to just put a smile on our faces?
I just wanted to put smile on the faces. I just want to say I love your idea about the venture capital.
Thank you.
Glad you support
We'd love
it.
that.
Because with this idea we will be able to grow the team and the community as well. So
Without a doubt. That's one of I kind of want to pass it off to Jen. Jen, if you don't mind, just like maybe 30 seconds. The pros and the benefit of raising.
Very quickly, TJ, whilst you pass that over to Jen at the same time, because we've got someone on the YouTube commenting on this, because they're saying, oh, we need more marketing. Somebody mentioned here a billboard in Times Square. I mean, been there, done that, TJ, haven't we?
We have.
I can say right now, okay, that with certainly what you brought up there, Simran, with the VCs, with the people that we're talking to, segue to Jen, being marketing director, what have we got to look forward to in terms of marketing for EverRise moving forward?
I mean, I feel like I actually gave a pretty long answer on what it's going to look like for the next couple of months while we're raising around. So,
can I tell it like I feel it? Can I tell it like I feel it? I don't want to be mean or anything.
Yeah, tell how you feel it, man. Definitely.
A billboard in Times Square would be a colossal waste of money for an early stage DeFi project. And if that is the cornerstone of any project's marketing, they are in a world of trouble.
At the end of the day, I think a lot of people see certain ploys that early stage projects do for marketing. A lot of them are ineffective, and the ones that do bring in people, they're generally the people that are going in to flip and try to make a fast buck. That's why you see the hype, and that's why you then see the ultimate dump afterwards, because essentially educational pieces out on social media, giveaways, attracting people into the ecosystem to learn about the ecosystem, to find out about it, working with ambassadors, working with, our strategic partners that we've forged over the last 10 months. Essentially we're being smart with our budget right now. We are certainly in a very uncertain times when it comes to the market. I mean, we're not going to be reckless. We're not going to start throwing it at just, adverts and billboards and things like that, because I'll be honest with you, that isn't the type of engagement that we're really looking for right now. Right now, we're building the ecosystem. We're focusing on the community. We're driving the community engagement on our socials. We've got strategic partnerships with other projects and protocols. And Jen, you'll see more of that coming in the near future with posts on our socials, and ultimately, leveraging our own community to go out there and incentivizing them to talk about the project that they know and love. Because a lot of you guys that are actually listening into this AMA and part of the community, just as much about this project than we do. Like, you really, really know it, the insides and outsides of the project. So, right now, that's where we are. In the future, there will be more resources that we can kind of look at using and utilizing for additional marketing, bringing in people that have got experience in different markets completely. And exchanges, another one. People ask about exchanges. I see that as a question in the YouTube. Exchanges are great, and exchanges will come. There's no doubt about that. But they come at the right time, and just essentially, there's more than just going to an exchange to try and get listed as soon as possible. That is not the best practice. If you speak to Waso, he is more
community at large is willing to engage with it, and I mean, the 95% that TJ is talking about. It's a waste of an opportunity in listing on an exchange. So these things have to be done deliberately and with a purpose. And my comment about advertising in Times Square was a little bit flippant. I've seen on the New York City subway, Avalanche has ads plastered all over it. But Avalanche is, a top 10 crypto with a lot of exposure, and people that are maybe trying to first buy their very first altcoin might take a serious look at it. But if people are walking through Times Square, first of all, those people are not from New York City. They're usually on vacation, and they're certainly not looking for a DeFi project to YOLO into. And second of all, if we can get photos of those billboards and stuff to plaster around, I'm not sure if that adds all that much value. The point is, these things have to be done with a laser focus on the total addressable market for EverRise, the right time to market to the right different people, And, just putting up a big picture somewhere may not get the job done, just like listing on an exchange might not get the job done. So those things, widespread advertisements and massive centralized exchange announcements, those are symptoms of and not the cause of a project's success, in my view. And deploying an outlandish amount of capital to pay large listing fees or engage in a very large, paper advertising campaign is not something, generally speaking, that an early stage DeFi project should align itself towards. And sorry to step on your toes, Jen, but I think the team is aligned on that.
Yeah.
That's 100. And if I can jump in right now, listing is not important. Building is. It's a bear market. People are actually pulling money out, not investing. And what EverRise is doing right now, it's perfect. They're building for longevity. And that's what's important. The venture capital comes in, and the capital grows, team grows. That's how the project succeeds.
Yeah, and Mav, to your point, it's important to build. Some consider it a correction, some consider it a bear market. Whatever you may call it, it's downtime. It's no secret that the charts aren't doing what they were doing in July, August, September, November of last year. And you can do two things at this point. You can sit around and wait for things to pick back up, because eventually they will. Or you can build and build and build so that when things do pick up, you are ready and you have armed yourself now with products, ecosystems, users, holders, community members that are ready to take it to the next level. And that is what we're doing at the moment. We're going to continue building. It doesn't matter what the market does. EverRise will be here building, building, building. You have my word. And when the market does decide to turn itself around, we're going to be well prepared for that moment.
We don't concern ourselves with
100%,
the everyday market conditions.
We have. Oh, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with TJ. We don't look at the everyday market conditions. Obviously we factor it in when it comes to certain things, when it comes to marketing and where we kind of move ourselves, position ourselves. But certainly when it comes to building, this is a great time to be building out the ecosystem. And there's exciting things, a lot of exciting things ahead for the ecosystem, for the marketing efforts that Jen's going to be doing, and certainly with the VC rounds that we're going to be doing in the near future.
Yes, and all the community doing their part, the hashtag EverRise, $Rise, all the tweets, the retweets. I always see Jason and TJ popping in spaces, Jen and Waso going to all these, what do we call them, events? Waso's going on the Phantom, and so is Jen, and everybody's doing their part. This is how we succeed as a project. We all have to do our part. The community, the dev team, everybody, and we are doing it. You don't realize what we're doing. If some new person comes in, sees, hashtag EverRise, what is this? And we get them on board on the Telegram, the Discord, the Twitter. That's how we grow. We all are doing our part. I see Jason in spaces like 4 a.m. in UK, and this guy never sleeps.
He does not sleep.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Jason. I am proud of you, dude. You're a rock star.
We've all been a lot of it's been dedicated our time to spaces. I think spaces is a great way to kind of go out there. I've been asked, why are you in that space for? What are you doing in there? And I'm listening to community members from other projects, because I'm a great believer. I can learn and I can feed back information to the team about what communities are looking for in DeFi, what communities are dissatisfied in DeFi about, and we all can learn from the community that is in DeFi, whether it be EverRise, whether it be a completely wide open DeFi space discussing multiple DeFi projects, or NFTs. I've been joining NFT spaces and learning more about them and learning about artists and what they're doing. And this is not a segregated community where everybody should be just sat in their own little communities. This is one big community that should be working together, fortifying the space and essentially striving for more transparency, more accountability. Something that I see echoing across the whole of DeFi is the need for security. And that's what we're building. So when I go up on the stage and I talk about EverRise, I'm not shilling EverRise. I'm not shilling the project. I'm talking about what we're building. I'm talking about the tools, the services that we provide, and that gets the attention of other people. And that is so easy to do. I find it so easy to do because it's interesting. It's first to market products, and we're not going to stop doing it. We're going to keep doing that, and we're going to keep building amazing services and tools for others to use, because we want to see others succeed. We want to see other projects do well. And if DeFi is going to be the future that we believe in, then they're going to need to have that tool set to build upon. So, we're certainly going to provide that. And, I certainly don't mind being on Twitter Spaces at 4 a.m. talking about EverRise.
Jason, so well said, man. I love that. I couldn't have articulated it better myself. And you know what Jason said? It goes hand in hand with, downtime right now. Build does not just mean build. Learn, study, invest, own, discuss, contribute, network. All these tools are available to you. And, that correlates directly with what Jason said. That's everything that I just mentioned he is doing in Twitter Spaces. And that's something that all of us can do for free. It's a free tool. We're all on Twitter already. Take the time to learn, discuss, feel free to step out of your comfort zone and have a conversation. It's not easy sometimes, I know, but you'll find that a lot of people in this space are very welcoming and very kind. So you just need to surround yourself with the right people, find the right circles. And with that said, we have been going off on a tangent for a little bit. I do want to thank EverRise 5, who has been up here for a little bit, to ask a question. So EverRise 5, the stage is yours, my friend.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, guys. So happy to be here and talk to you for the first time. I've been to EverRise community for a while now, since last year, a couple months after you guys started. And this is the best I've seen. Jason, Jen, CJ, you guys are great. You guys are great. Hakuna, when he's talking, I love listening to him. Maverick, I always should give a shout out to Maverick when I see him testing or seeing a message on Twitter or something. I always say hi to him. Enrique's the man. I love you, man. You're the best. Mr. Rise Army Latino, like you, man. But yeah,
you are the best, buddy. You are the best. I always see you in Twitter.
Yeah, man. I'm always there, man. Always there, always listening, always in those AMAs, always doing the weeklies and everything. I'm always there. I'm always listening. But yeah, it's great. It's a great community. It's a great project. Everything's great, and I love being here. And I've been in crypto for a few years now. But when I got to you guys, and started, listening and reading what you guys are doing and just basically watching, and I see this is the best. This is one of the best projects out there. And I love what you guys are building and everything. So I just wanted to come by and say hi to everybody for the first time since I've been around. But that's it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for saying hi. And thank you for the kind words. They really mean a lot. And I know not to speak on behalf of Jason and TJ and the rest of the team, but I'm going to do it.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Definitely the rest of the team. But you guys always are like the forefront. You guys are always there. I've seen you guys all the time. But definitely the rest of the team. And of course, Titan is a genius. We can never miss him. He's the man who made it happen. So of course, yes, he's the best. So. Yeah, definitely everybody, the team. Storm, she's never around, but I've seen her messages sometimes. But yeah, definitely.
Always around, I'll tell you that.
She's always around. She's always
really?
around.
Storm's
oh,
around.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I hope she's listening. Yeah, well, we love you too, Storm. We love everybody. And thank you for what you do. Thank you for this great project.
What I was going to say was, on behalf of us up here, and I would say on behalf of the entire EverRise team, thank you. It's community members like you that see EverRise for what it is that has allowed us to build as much as we've built thus far. And we are all so happy and more than happy to be here and building. So thank you for the trust that you've put within the project, the protocol, and thank you for the trust that you've put within the team. It really does mean the world to us when I say that.
Yep.
Yes,
Thank you right back at you, Jen. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys are great. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Glad to have seen you guys and met you guys, and actually was lucky enough to get into this project. Thank you.
Thank you for believing in us. Honestly, you know, we all pour our hearts and our souls into this, and all we can ask from you guys is to see that vision that we see, and you know, hopefully you feel the same way that we do. And you know, I think I can safely say that everyone in this room does, and we're beyond grateful for that every day. We don't take it for granted.
And,
Guys, I gotta step down, but I'm fired up. Can we do the outro?
We can do the outro.
Go for it.
Simran, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Maverick. ¿Cómo estás?
All right. Hey, before we go, what a happy and positive vibes. I love it. Like always, dude. This is a happy place for us. We appreciate you, Jason, TJ, Jen, all the EverRise community. We appreciate you. Love you. Keep up the good work, guys. Keep doing it. Hashtag EverRise, $Rise. Trust me. This is the future. You're part of the future. That's facts. All right. Here we go, Simran.
Here we go.
On three. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. We put the D in DeFi. Not the N, not the T. We put the F in the NFT.
TikTok.
TikTok. We put the T and the L in the time lock. Let's go!
Oh my God, this was incredible.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
I stood up.
You are awesome, Simran. Thank you.
You're awesome, Maverick.
I love the energy, guys.
Bye, guys. Take care.
See you guys.
Thank you for spreading that energy in this space. It's amazing. Simran, Mav, appreciate it. It is a little bit past 3 o'clock, but we did bring up EverRise Eats, so we will take one last question.
Love the videos,
how are
man.
you, my friend?
Love the videos.
Yeah, got on. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. I'm in the middle of a field, so I don't know if you can hear me okay. Right, okay, I'll be quick because I know it's past the time. My question was about EverSwap, and I just wondered if in the future there's plans to see it on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, you know, at the bottom where you've got the exchanges, where you can buy the different tokens. I just didn't know if that was ever part of the plans.
Yeah, so with the way EverSwap works, it's not technically a DEX because we don't hold liquidity and we work on top of existing liquidity pools. So it really depends on like if CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko ever change how they're listing markets, then we could possibly see EverSwap there. Or who knows, maybe one day EverSwap will be a full-blown DEX. That is still to be determined. And then if it ever does become a full-blown DEX, then you will definitely see it in the markets.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought you was gonna say, but I've just not heard anyone ask that question, so I thought I'd just ask it. Sorry, one more before you go. Kronos chain, because no one's mentioned Kronos chain either. I thought it getting mentioned today. I just wondered on a scale of from 0 to 10, your message on Friday, your YouTube video. How much of a confirmation of that was that Kronos chain is going to be a future chain?
It is a 100% confirmation that Kronos will be a future chain for Everbridge and EverSwap clients at this moment.
Okay, but no more.
No, but no more. I can't give you any more until I fully know. But I see what you did there. You were you almost got me.
We're in an ever-changing landscape, right? Cryptocurrency is evolving, moving so quickly. We're certainly not going to ever be 100% on anything. There's multiple things that we go into when it comes to, especially when it comes to opening up the Rise token on another chain. What I can say is we aim to be on as many chains as possible, TJ. That's what we've been saying, right? We want to go to as many chains as possible. Yep. Certainly with Phantom, we saw volatility. We've seen, what affects the native coin going out of sync can lead. So we have to really kind of investigate and plan far ahead when it comes to moving on to normal chains, but it will happen. But yeah, we can't say 100% when it will happen, but you can expect to see the Rise token on more blockchains in the not too distant future. I mean, hopefully this year, but again, there's a lot that can happen between now and then. So keep posted on our socials, keep attending AMAs, and find out more from Jen.
Hope that answers your question, Eats.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw it out there and see if you can
skirt around it. We're going to keep skirting around it.
But Eats, I did just want to shout out, I've been watching your YouTube videos. You are doing an excellent job, my friend. Thank you for all the hard work that you're putting in.
I just love the intro and outro music.
It's good, ain't it?
I'm just gonna take this night, make it ever rise.
Jason can sing?
Jen, Jason sang in a space the other day. Full.
What?
Yeah. Jason, what song was it? It was Mad World.
Mad World by Tears for Fears, yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, do you want me to send the whole MP3?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just watched Jason's face and it was making movements and a beautiful voice was coming out of his mouth and I was like, wait, what?
But back to the video that EverRise Eats, you've been doing some great stuff. And who knows, one day, Jen, I might collab with Fish. Maybe we can go on stage sometime. TJ as well. That'd be pretty awesome.
Sign me up.
Oh my God. That's a potential future marketing event, the EverRise Festival.
The ballad, the Ever ballad. But EverRise Eats, man, you're doing a great job. I love the hair.
Cheers,
I love the energy. I love the graphics. I love everything you're doing, man.
Yeah, I mean the graphics are kind of just. My house is such a mess that I had to put a green screen over it. But
man, you've got the video. You got the video playing in the background. The testimonial video. I love it. And,
yeah, that's yours. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the communities, not mine.
Yeah,
it's the communities. And, you're doing such a really good job because you've got the energy. I can really kind of just sit back, listen to you talk. So I think keep it up. More and more people are going to discover your channel. Definitely, man.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Jason. Cheers for the shout out as well.
Absolutely. Anytime, man.
It's amazing organic content is what it is. And organic and genuine content wins 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely. On that note, guys, it is 10 past the hour, so we are going to wrap up our weekly AMA. I want to thank everyone who joined us on YouTube, everyone who joined us on Twitter Spaces. Jason, Jen, Peter, my friend, any closing words?
Nah, just love the energy in here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's always good to connect with the community. Really had a good time today.
Hey guys, I want to say something real quick.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I made something for EverRise. Every day there is sunshine. Let's make the crypto safe with EverRise.
Ah,
brilliant.
And I want to say that I love you guys to the scale of infinity and love EverRise. You guys are amazing.
We love you too, Simran. Thank you for being you, and thank you for blessing us with your absolutely incredible energy. Everyone in this room.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks everyone for tuning in. No closing words from me. I have a lot of work to do.
My closing words are there's a lot of exciting things coming to EverRise that you cannot have any doubt that we are going to bring more innovative products in the next few months, and the mystery DApp you'd be stupid not to use it. So on that note, have a good one and I'll see you next time.
Bye guys.
Bye.